I'd like to introduce the mayor of the city of Elizabeth, J. Christian Bollwage.
Good morning. Thank you, Deputy Chief Brennan, Monsignor O'Donnell, veterans, Elizabeth Honor Guard, Freeholder Angel Estrada, council members Manny Grova, Patricia Perkins Augusti, Frank Cuesta, former members of the City Council Sammy Rodriguez, Casimir Kowalczyk. Good morning, and thank you all for coming. You know, every year we gather in unity to remember our fallen heroes. This long-standing American tradition provides us with a chance to reflect and to honor those who have served and sacrificed everything. And on this day, members of our armed forces continue to serve in harm's way around the world. Let all of us be committed to honoring and remembering those who died, so that one day all of us may continue to live in peace. There's an old saying that freedom is not free, and as we gather here in remembrance of fallen heroes, we must reflect on the sacrifices that are made every day by those who serve and the families that they leave behind. From the American Revolution, which was fought in part right here in Elizabeth, to the battles fought in Europe and Asia, and as well as the recent global war on terrorism, more than 1 million American men and women have bravely given their lives in defense of democracy and freedom. As President John F. Kennedy once said, "Let every nation know, whether it wishes us well or ill, that we shall pay any price, bear any burden, meet any hardship, support any friend, oppose any foe, in order to assure the survival and the success of liberty." The destinations have changed since President Kennedy, and each generation remembers the family members, the neighbors, the friends who have chosen service above self. These courageous men and women have proudly worn our country's uniform, pledged their allegiance to protect liberty and enforcing justice. They serve for one another, for those who train and fight by their side. They do it for tradition, for American values like honor and patriotism. They serve so that their families may have a better future. And many in today's armed forces are sons and daughters of parents who have sacrificed to move their families to America, to provide them with hope and opportunity. They serve to honor those who have served before them, like the distinguished group of veterans that are here today continuing this solemn tradition. More than 6,400 casualties of the conflict in Afghanistan and Iraq were parents. They've also served for all of the children. They are so vulnerable and suffer the cost of war so deeply. For when any loved one, especially a mother or a father, does not return home, lives forever are changed. We also remember the parents of our lost servicemen and women whose sons and daughters are taken from them far too soon. At 12 o'clock, the City of Elizabeth will rededicate a park on the waterfront in memory of Army Corporal Luigi Marcianti, Jr., Army Specialist Pedro Antonio Millet IV, and Marine Lance Corporal Francisco R. Jackson from Elizabeth, who have paid the ultimate sacrifice in the last couple of years. Across our country and here in our great city, we dedicate parks and streets in the names of fallen heroes so that their memory will live on. But also as a reminder that war has severe consequences and that gratitude should always be shown for the few who are brave enough to serve. Memorial Day is not just about barbecues and festivals. It's about pride in our country, the appreciation that should be displayed each and every day for all of you who have made it possible. And thank you to all of our former and active service members, their families, their veterans who are here today. May God bless you, may God bless them, May God bless all of you for being here and serving our country.